Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Verizon Wireless Center here in Mankato, Minnesota, for tonight's matchup between the Bowling Green Falcons and your Minnesota State Mavericks. We welcome you inside the Coldwell Banker Commercial Fisher Group Maverick Hockey Weekend pregame show. I'm your host, Ryan Kastenschmidt. Great matchup between these two teams tonight, so let's take a look at tonight's matchup. Bowling Green comes in having split the series last weekend with Bemidji State, 1-2 loss on Friday and a 4-2 win on Saturday. Bowling Green and MSU are tied for third place in WCHA standings at 29 points apiece. Bowling Green leads the WCHA in third period scoring. Minnesota State, on the other hand, last weekend they went to Alabama Huntsville, came away with a sweep. They lead the series 7-4-3 all time against the Falcons, and Aaron Nelson got the start last weekend and earned WCHA Defensive Player of the Week honors. We now welcome to our set Shane Frederick, writer for Mankato Free Press. We appreciate you coming on today, Shane.
No problem. Glad to be here.
Shane, last weekend the Mavericks went to Alabama Huntsville and they came away with a sweep. What was your takeaways from the weekend, and also how important was it for the Mavericks to get a hot start to 2017?
Yeah, that's the biggest part, is trying to kind of get back on track. You know, they had the great start way back in October.
Justin Dainert will kick it off, and it's a pooch kick to one of the upbacks, and he grabs it up the middle, breaks the tackle, and they're going to have great field position. Breaks another tackle, still going, and he is still on his feet. He could go all the way. Touchdown, St. Peter's Saints. Going through an army of Blue Jays, Alex Chadwick takes it to the house.
Brandon Olson looking to get the runners home here. 0-2 pitch coming from Strom. And that is right back to the pitcher, Strom, and he's able to field it, throws it over to first. And that is a ground out to the pitcher there for Olson. So now Clay Anderson, who struck out looking in his first at-bat, will come up to the plate. With runners in scoring position here.
It is unfortunate that Olson wasn't able to put the ball into the outfield. Just a little poke out there would have been most likely deep enough to score a runner.
Anderson had a runner in scoring position in his last at-bat as he had Trent Saharic on second base, and he struck out looking. So now Anderson again with runners in scoring position, looking to get them home this time. The 1-0 pitch is lined into center field. One run will score, and that gets past the center fielder. Another run will score. Anderson on his way to third now, and he is in there with a triple. Clay Anderson with a 2 RBI triple there for the Vikings, as we are now tied at 2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. They might score that as an RBI double and an error to get him to third, but either way, Anderson with the extra base hit, getting both the runners home.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this edition of Inside the WCHA. I'm your host, Ryan Kastenschmidt. Andrew Junkin joining us as always. It's week 16 of the college hockey season. We're just getting started into the second half of the year, and some action already happened last weekend, so let's jump right into the highlights. We're now joined by Ante Tolvanen, goalie for NMU. Ante, great to have you on the show today.
Thanks for having me.
You know, last weekend you had a really stellar performance against Bowling Green on the road, coming away with 75 saves and 2 shutouts. What went into being able to stop the Falcons over and over again? Yeah, instrumental in your guys' offense are some of your younger players. This week you had 2 underclassmen named to WCHA Players of the Week. Diego Cuglietta and Colin Sackerman named Offensive and Defensive Players of the Week in WCHA respectively. You know, how impressed have you been with your underclassmen, and what do they need to do in order to keep up their current pace of play?
Well, we don't have many upperclassmen. We only have one senior on our roster, and